Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Straight Jacket Sessions. I am your owner and CEO of the APF, filling in for Jordan Drake because he has not been found since the inmates have taken over the asylum a few weeks ago. So Jordan Drake is still MIA, and I am filling in for him tonight on this edition of Straight Jacket Sessions. So tonight we have a match that we did not get to air because the show was canceled between Lulu and Rob 1495. And as usual with our Straight Jacket Session matches, once that's aired and the show is over, we were going to put up a poll on the page and you will decide who is the winner. With that being said, also on tonight we have not one but two matches because we got the Lulu versus Rob 1495 match, but we have a rematch from Red, White, and Bruised between the Master of Illusions and Rico Wildley. Their match ended in a historic first time ever in APF tie. So tonight they battle one more time in the third match, and one will be eliminated after it's all said and done because I got the results, and tonight there is no tie. So that being said, I guess I'll bring on someone who is a guest, but for now, just to piss off Jordan Drake, as he says, he will be yet again a co-host because he was a co-host when Seven took over. So now he's going to be my co-host here tonight. And that is the man who is still standing inside the APF tournament, the one, the only, The Purge.
Yay! I get a normal host here finally this time.
See, what I did, Purge, is I made sure those crazy inmates, the ones that kidnapped Jordan Drake, because we still can't find them, I made sure that they were locked up, that they would not interfere tonight, that you wouldn't have to deal with any kind of crazy bullshit going on. I know it's not 9 o'clock, but hey, we'll just let you know, since you did a good job hosting and you dealt with Seven, I figured, hey, why not let The Purge do it again tonight?
Yes, sir. I'm kind of excited about it, but you owe me this for that one because I got traumatized after the last Straight Jacket session here, and I had a long and intense therapy session there. Jesus Christ.
Well, hopefully the crazies will stay away tonight. I've increased security in the building. I've increased in security, so hopefully, this ain't going to be a normal show as well. I mean, we don't have as many guests as we normally have, so it's going to be short and sweet, but maybe next week we could locate Jordan Drake and we could get some actual guests out here planned out. But everyone's been asking, when's the Straight Jacket Stories or Sessions is going to come back on? So here we are by popular demand. I mean, it's every
tonight.
You're the co-host, but I could ask you some questions. How does it feel? How does it feel to be standing still? Everyone doubted you. They thought you was going to lose to Shady Sean McKenzie, right? And here you are.
Yeah. I love it. I really love it. I really, really love it to shout in each and every single body's face that I told them so. I mean, Shady Sean came in my locker room and said, like, hey, man, this was so great from you. I want to see more of you in the next round. And I mean, just to piss the doubters off, I just posted the I'm still standing hype on the page.
Hey, when you did what no one said you would do, and you're still in the tournament. So, I mean, hey, go out there, brag about it, shout it on top of the mountains. Let everyone know that you're still in the tournament.
Exactly.
Unfortunately, we're not going to get the match we wanted to see in the tournament between Purge and Mama Purge. She was unfortunately eliminated. How is Mama Purge doing after that disappointing loss? I know she really wanted to win, and everyone was rooting for her, and I was rooting for her myself. I was kind of disappointed to see her go.
Yeah, I need to tell a story about here. Once when I lost the WGP Havoc title by 2 points, Mama Patch said like, hey, it's okay, you're gonna get a shot again soon. And right after, directly after Red White and Bruce got off air, I decided to cheer her a little bit up. She was some kind of known that she's gonna be eliminated after the facing Sam freaking Spade. I must admit, he is a strong opponent there. I mean, it could be anybody that I'm going to face in the next round, but I ended up having Master of Illusions or Ricka Watley, which we're going to see later tonight in the main event of Straight Jacket session here.
That's true. That is true. So what we are going to do right now, I think we're going to open the show. Since you're on here, you're a guest / co-host. We're going to go ahead and open the show with that Lulu versus Rob 1495 match that we did not get to see from a few weeks ago. And then we'll bring on our first official guest, and we'll talk about the match and ask this guest some questions as well.
Definitely. I cannot wait for Lulu versus Rob 1495. I hope Rob has improved after I kicked his ass out of the tournament here. So, Rob, don't let me down or I will kick your ass once again.
There you hear it. Let me get the match up real quick. I'm not prepared. I thought I had it ready to go, but I didn't. But it's right here. So there we go.
Lulu, for the last couple of weeks, you show up here, talk a big game, dominating the program. This is about to change tonight, because you haven't faced me on this program. So, everyone, relax. Take a sip of your beer and shut the hell up and listen what I have to say. Lulu, you should sit down, drink something, and shut the hell up. Because all your nonsense talking, it makes everyone losing their brain cells that they are on your side. I think half of the locker room lost their brain cells because of you. But thankfully, I must add, thankfully, I'm not the kind of person who watches your trash every damn week and losing my mind. Nah. Not working. Because, after all, I'm not the kind of dumb idiot that the audience is watching your shit. This is Straight Jacket. And maybe you should wear one and go back to the asylum where you belong. Maybe to a closed asylum. That would rather work for you. Because where you are right now, they shouldn't let you run wild and free. Nah. You should be locked up. And maybe some medication would work for you. So your brain would work normal again. But Red Lulu, don't take a matter of second to be overconfident. Because if you go overconfident, I'll run you over like a freight train. And you know it's gonna happen. Because the great Rob Bell, Mr. 1495, has arrived to kick your ass, take your spot, and kick you out of the program. And I will love this to do, because Rob 1495 says I just smacked your shit face. And that's the waiting line, because I said so.
The following has been rated S for stupid and is not suitable for any audience.
Stop killing me! Ladies and losers, welcome to the Straight Jacket Sessions Match of the Week. Now, in case you're living on a rock, or you didn't pay attention last week, which is very likely considering the people that run amok in this joint, you would have seen Raz Lulu, which is the smart Lulu, the one that can actually talk without going, he's a mother, then you would have seen me kick the crap out of Elijah McFly. As I should. It was not even close. Anyway, today I have a match against, drumroll please. Terrible drum roll. Anyway, Rob 1495, or Rob Bell, or Land General, or whatever name he chooses this week. This man goes through more characters and gimmicks than coffee paper in the office. This man wants to be purged so hard that he tried to have himself a way to be adopted by Mama Purge. And when she didn't want to take the trash inside her house like some kind of hoarder, he came up with Mama General. And Mama General was seen once, and then she distanced herself from him too. Why is that? Well, you see, if I had to go through 9 months of strenuous things with getting fat and bloated and terrible and feeling gross and throwing up and having cravings like bacon and ice cream and pickles, blah. And then after 9 strenuous long months, Robbie Bubble came out, I'd be upset too. So that being said, Rob Bell, you wanted this match so bad because you want to win a match. And that's all fine and dandy, except you can't win a match because you absolutely suck. You are as ugly and terrible as Purge's hairline, which is the closest you'll ever get to embracing the vision, which is okay. Because after I beat you this week and you disappear off of Straight Jacket Sessions, maybe, just maybe, I'll be a good girl and I'll give back Jordan Drake. If Farrah Lulu cooperates, that is. Anyway, I don't know how that works. So, why don't you do everyone a favor and, I don't know, do whatever terrible things you do, waste everyone's time for 3 minutes, read out of a Bible, and be the careless sack of shit that you've always been in the promo world. We happy now? Good. Good night! And go in your room. And if you're not down with that, Red Lulu has 2 words for you. Think about what you did! I see you was a horn.
Where's my co-host? Let me find him. Wow. So I guess we know where Jordan Drake is. Lulu.
I was trying to count the 2 words, and it was like 7 or 8 here. But anyways, interesting matchup here that we had in the Straight Jacket Session Match of the Week, number 1.
Yeah. And Lulu beat Elijah in the first edition, so Lulu moved on to face Rob. But we're still going to vote for a winner. Unfortunately, Lulu will not be able. If Lulu wins, Lulu will not be able to do the match of the week because Lulu, I guess, got locked away in the asylum for now. So, with that being said, no matter if Rob wins, we'll find a new opponent for Rob. But if Lulu wins, we're just going to find 2 new people to be on next week. What do you think? What do you think about that? I heard Lulu mention your name a few times in there.
I must honestly say, this was by far the best Rob promo that I've ever seen so far here in APF. The intensity and the punchlines were just simply great here. Which on the flip side, I know I'm gonna make me some haters there outside, but Lulu disappointed me this week. It was like, I would say totally nonsense in one point, but in other it was like, you don't understand the storyline. You didn't follow the story about it. You know, for me, when I'm watching a match up here, I want to see a storyline based from 2 promo artists. How they're going to work in one angle, how they're going to work in the other angle. Throw some punchlines in it, and then you have a perfect promo there. But Lulu, sorry to say that, but you disappointed me this week.
Better watch out. Lulu might escape from the asylum and kidnap you like she did Jordan Drake.
I am a honest guy. I need to say this honestly there, and bring me back John Drake for real.
You ready to get on screen and get under his skin a little bit? You miss him, huh?
Yeah. I have been reached out for him for 3 weeks now, and now I know Lulu has John Drake.
All right, so we are going to bring on a guest, but we have to have a word from our sponsor that makes the merch, Pretty Poison Designs. So if you need a shirt made, you need any kind of cup, tumbler, shirt, decal, Pretty Poison Designs is where you go. So we're going to cut to a commercial right now from them, and then we'll bring on our guest, Sergeant Chaos.
Ooh.
Pretty Poison Designs for all your promo and merchandising needs. Hit up Angel Paul or Dusty D Paul if you want to place an order. So I was going to bring on Sergeant Chaos, but I don't see him backstage. What do we do? Wait, there he is. He's back. So I thought he got kidnapped by Lulu for a second, but
not Lulu again.
We'll bring him on before he does get kidnapped. So welcome, Sergeant Chaos, to the Straight Jacking Sessions.
No, kidnapping is not going to happen for me. No.
We seen that you disappeared, and I was like, great. Lulu did it again. Lulu.
Technical difficulties on this end.
Sergeant Chaos, how you doing tonight?
I've definitely been worse, but I've definitely been better.
You are coming in tonight after a upset, right? You had you faced Elijah McFly, right? And things didn't go your way. How are you feeling about going down to the redemption bracket against Sierra Montgomery?
Yeah, I'll say, at first I was a little bummed about it because that was the second time I'd been bumped in a bracket and the same day. But then I'm like, this is a chance to learn, a chance to grow a little bit, expand the character. maybe even come out a little more aggressive. Hit the big guns, let the big guns just burn them down, and move forward with it. Even if it was a guy who fancies himself a reptile, some kind of gecko, I guess.
Ooh, okay, well, let me continuing on with this question here. Do you think this would be a big difference right now since you dragged down in the redemption bracket instead of being in the normal bracket here? Do you feel a lot of temperature on your nerves?
I did it first until I found out who I was going to be stuck up against. And seeing the track record behind said person, I felt I had more of a chance than I initially thought I did. It's not a guarantee because you can never, absolutely never sleep on an opponent, because they could pull that 1 in a million promo out of their hat and just absolutely blow you away. But I like my chances in this one a lot more than I did initially.
Well, let me tell you something. If somebody knows about dropping down to the redemption bracket and fighting their way back up, it is that man right there, the Purge. I mean, everyone picked him out, and here he is. He's still standing. So,
This is not all about me tonight. It's about the other person. So I don't want to steal any spotlight here. The spotlight is on Sergeant Chaos tonight.
well, here you see the tournament's going on, and I got a little bit of motivation right here for y'all. The APF
That's pretty
title, right there.
I think that looked pretty right here.
And I'm a bit jealous that I am not a promo artist myself, that I cannot compete for it, because as you can see with my new room, it would make a great display piece, but this is not for display. This is going to go to someone who is going to be a fighting champion, no doubt. And whoever wins this is going to be proud of it, and I know they will defend it with the respect it deserves. So I just want that to be like a motivation for all y'all for the title. It's a gorgeous one. It's heavy and it's beautiful.
It looks heavy, and it's damn sure a very beautiful looking belt.
So, Purge, you got anything to ask Sergeant Chaos?
Yeah, my next question is, since we dropped down a few people here in the APF Championship tournament, tell me your most favorite to win this whole thing and the dark horse of this tournament.
If I had to pick, excuse me, sorry. If I had to pick someone that I thought would win, that is a very good question. I mean, honestly, because I like the style this person has, and I like the way they do just all their promos in general, I would pick the Purge.
Oh my God!
I like the style. There's something about it that, like, when I watch your stuff, I'm drawn into it, and I'm really like engaged with what's going on. As to where there are others who have tried these gimmicks that just they bore me pretty fast. Like I'm very. How do I put it? I'm kind of like that raccoon. If you dangle something shiny in front of me long enough, I'm going to be locked in on it. And that's pretty much like what you're doing to me. It's like that shiny object in front of me, and I'm locked in on it. I'm really like, that is cool. I like that style. That ain't fair. No.
I gotta hold it while I can, because someone's going to win it, and then I won't see it for a long time.
If I were to pick a dark horse of someone who is rising very fast and has proven that they have some skills. My second pick would probably be the guy who beat me, which would be Elijah McFly, because he has been steadily improving, each and every time he comes out. His, the production gets better, and his skill on the, speaking skill keeps getting better and better and better, as to where I feel like, I've almost plateaued and have to find something new, reinvent the character. He continues to improve.
It's true. I mean, everyone in the tournament seems to be motivated. They got something to fight for, but you can't stay.
Never count anyone out.
You got to adapt to each opponent, and that's exactly what everyone's doing. You're doing it too. Everyone else, with this tournament and the opponents you get, you have to adapt for that particular person, because what works against this one guy may not work against the next guy.
Exactly. I mean, you can never get stale and stay the same, because if you stay the same, you're eventually going to hit that plateau, and then you're going to be in that downward death spiral where you're just going to be a continual loss after loss after loss. You can't, because people will figure you out and they will predict what you're going to do quite regularly. So, I mean, like, a catchphrase, being repeated each time, and each one is accepted, expected. But, like, the style in which you attack or approach that person has to be, it has to be tweaked a little bit. But to quote some stuff that I've heard before, no battle plan ever survives initial contact with the enemy. You always have to be thinking on your toes.
That is true. Sergeant Chaos.
I mean, he's a veteran. He can say that like easily. He's a veteran. And I must honestly say thank you for serving for the country here. We need to salute for that. And second of all, what I can say is here that we're going to definitely see a brighter future. I would say, I'm going to quote my catchphrase here. You will definitely going to embrace the vision for a better tomorrow, for a better Sergeant Chaos here. I can see a lot of improvement in you. And that comes from me, not as the Purge, from simply Justin, who doing this like for 3 years right now. For 3 years. And in every person, there is something deep down golden that you need to drag out of the shadows and have it something there. And I can see this when you're facing Sierra Montgomery in that redemption bracket. Because I know this feeling. You need to fight to survive.
Yeah, you gotta fight like you're the third monkey trying to get on the ark, and guess what, man? It's raining.
Yes.
Well, Sarge, we thank you for being on, but I got to ask you one more thing before we let you go. Is there anything you want to say to your opponent coming up this coming Tuesday at Lockdown, Miss Sierra Montgomery? Is there anything you want to say going into this match? Address her right now. That is your time.
I'll say, simply this. If she comes with anything less than 110%, have you ever seen what happens to a small car when hit by an Abrams tank? It gets flattened like a pancake, and that's exactly what's going to happen if anything less than 110% shows up. I'm fired up. There's a fire that's been lit underneath my ass, and I am not slowing down. I will build up steam, and with every win, every loss, whatever, the fire will intensify, and I will go further and further until I just can't.
That's good. I want to appreciate you for being on the show. I know you're ready for Lockdown. You're in for the fight of your life because you're in the redemption bracket. So basically, it's do or die. You have to either beat your opponent or you're out of the tournament. So I know you're gonna pull out all the stops, but I want to thank you for stopping by on the Straight Jacket Sessions, and you have yourself a great night.
Have a good one.
That quote, fire lit up in my ass. I heard this already from somebody. I wonder who that was. John Drake, come out here now!
Hold on. Wait. What? I got breaking news, Purge. Seems like the security has been breached in the back. I thought I hired enough security, but the security has been breached. What? They're holding the production team hostage. They said that we must play a video or they will hurt the production crew. So they're making me play a video. So hold on 1 second. I have no idea
God,
what this is, but
live.
You're sick. That's why he's here.
The symbol.
Shall we play, Doctor?
Target. Out. Take out. Take out.
Apparently someone is after 7. I thought 7 was retired. Someone has their sights set on the clown. That video explains it, I guess, or not really, because we still don't know who's behind the video. Now we know what their purpose is, I guess, in APF. I'm kind of baffled because I thought 7 retired from Promo Lane. So why is someone going to come after a man that's sitting on the beach? I know he was on Straight Jacket Sessions a few weeks ago, but he's still retired. So what do they want with him?
I don't know, but what confuses me is that the package said he is sick. You need to find the symbol. But what symbol exactly? And what does it mean for 7? What does it mean that somebody is targeting 7?
Yeah,
I might have a feeling who this could be, but I want to see it first before I can say I told you so. So
the first video aired, everyone thought it was Dr. Quack, but I don't think it's the doctor. I don't think that.
Yeah, I know he's retired. I mean, I'm good friends with him. Yeah, I know. But maybe there is a gamer involved into that.
I guess time will tell.
Time will tell.
Time will tell. I guess for now, I will bring on our next guest. This man has an important match tonight. And you are tuning into this match because you will be facing the winner on Lockdown next Tuesday. And quite frankly, who you think it's going to be? You think it's going to be Master of Illusions, or you think it's going to be Rico Wildley? Or who do you want it to be?
Tough crowd. Tough. I was rooting for that Master of Illusions is going to face me because we have never, ever had this match there. But I also wanted some kind of kick Rico Wildley's ass to I don't know. Maybe it's it's the past with the Sideshow Freaks or something like that. But I'm gonna root for Master of Illusions there.
All right. Well, speaking of Master of Illusions, let's welcome him on the Straight Jacket Sessions. This is kind of his show, he says, because he's been on almost every episode. Hey, you could say the same thing too. Y'all could decide.
Exactly.
Yeah, but here he is. Well. What do we have here, Purge? Master.
Hello, Purge.
Hello, Master of Illusions.
And Dusty.
Hello, how's it going?
Oh, tonight. Do you feel it? Tonight's the night, boys.
It's not
Oh,
the big night.
I'm excited because, to be honest, this match, if we scroll back time, I wanted to face Rika for a very long time. And then by happenstance, because my first opponent wasn't supposed to be Rika. But as things unfold, we had the first match not knowing that we would break records, we would make history. And now here we are for the third time tonight.
The third time, Purge. They had a historic match at Red, White, and Bruised. And I was kind of shocked myself because, like I said, when I was live on the show, I didn't get the final results till maybe 30 minutes before the show. I had to tally them up, because I want it ready to go. So when the show's over, I'm not over here scrambling. And whenever I ended up both the scores and it came out to a tie, I was like, damn, how are we going to do this? Because I know we could go the HSP route and do the coin flip, but I don't really care for coin flip because, and then I was like, well, I'll bring in another judge. But then I was like, no. It seems like the popular decision everyone wanted was them to fight one more time to decide the winner. So that's exactly what we did. We got that match here tonight, and the winner will be facing the Purge at Lockdown next Tuesday. I know that doesn't give y'all much time to prepare, but I believe in both of y'all.
And Dusty, I'm glad you didn't do the fourth judge. I'm glad that we went to the third match because, to be quite honest, I know what I bring in this match tonight. And I think tonight will be the greatest match between me and Rika. I honestly think that. So, and in the past, on past sessions, I've had this rage against Rika and this anger and this madness. But you know what? Rika, you've gained my respect. And whatever happens tonight, I just know that me and you will make magic history tonight in the main event.
That you will, because as I was telling Purge, when the show started, our judges had a hell of a time between this match. And two of them had to watch the match 6 or 7 times before they can actually give the scores and decide the winner. So regardless, it came down to that. The scores, it's not a tie. I can guarantee y'all this, but it came down to the judges watching the match 6 or 7 times. And I think this is the most watched match that I've had as, presenting it to judges that they told me they had to watch it multiple times. So it is going to be a good one. It is going to be good.
Definitely.
Rika won the first match against Master of Illusions, and that put him in the redemption bracket. But then now Rika lost to Vagabond. He's in the redemption bracket. And then they face off one more time, and now they're a tied match. So let's say Rika does lose tonight. That means Master of Illusions has a victory over Rika. Rika has a victory over Master of Illusions and a tie. Outside the tournament, I could see another potential match to settle it because they'll technically be even.
And hey, if I win tonight, I get a Purgy next week.
Ooh.
And I'm gonna tell you
that. I wanna more.
I'm gonna tell you something,
Yeah,
Purge.
go ahead.
I'm gonna tell you something. Because I want to go on the record to say this. If I don't win tonight, you're my pick to win. If you keep the passion, if you keep what you brought against Shady, if you keep what you did at Shady and you do that for the rest of the tournament, I guarantee that you'll probably go all the way.
Oh my God.
I agree with you, Master of Illusions, because that purge we saw against Shady Sean McKenzie, that was a dangerous purge. That was a purge that I think could beat someone like a Chris Champion, a Seven. You know, it beat Rick, it could beat you. That purge could beat some of the big names. You know, that was a dangerous purge. And if he keeps that fire, he could be the sleeper in this tournament because everyone counted him out, but here he is. So I know this coming Tuesday, regardless if it's Rick Wildley or Master of Illusions, they're going to be in for a hell of a fight when it comes to that man right there.
Sorry, I was buffering there. I mean, I just simply leave it with no words there. I mean, I already said my piece about this match here. Yeah. I'm just a guest host.
But I mean, Purge, Purge, you got to understand though. If I do beat Ricka tonight, I'm gonna beat your ass next week. Sorry.
Master of Illusions, Ricka is in the comments says you've gained his respect. So, any further thoughts before we show this match? Got any final words you want to say to Ricka before, or you just want the match to speak for itself?
Ricka Wildly, man. I don't care what happens with this match. I just know that magic's being made tonight. No matter who wins, no matter who loses, just know you got my respect. Thank you for facing me, especially the history making that we've already done. And I know that tonight we're going to make history one more time. So win or lose, thank you.
All right. Purge, anything you want to say before we show this huge match?
I just want to say that Master of Illusions, it doesn't go like as a character this time in Straight Jacket Session. You see this honest man, this honest man behind Master of Illusions that which really inspired like 10 or dozen people there. I must honestly say that. But definitely, whoever will come out of this match, I definitely need to make my homework there because I do think this is going to be the match of the year candidate here. So just roll it, Dusty.
Let's roll it.
History making match. We have been top scorers. We've ended in a tie, and now for the first time ever, we are in the third match of our feud, and this one better have a winner, and that winner will be me, because I have figured Ricka Wildly out. You're not a clown. Just a pathetic piece of garbage riding the coattails of all the other clowns that have went before you. And I was right, you lost your touch, you lost the magic touch, and tonight I get to show you what I mean. You lost the magic, but I am just getting started. Do you see, Ricka? Do you see it? You cannot produce this. You cannot be me. You cannot be the master of illusion if you don't have the illusion. But more importantly, you don't have the magic. Where is the clown, Ricka? Where is the one that calls himself the Cooker of the Bazaar, when everything you put on screen lately has been less of a man than I have ever seen in the promo game? But I know how to make things happen. Look, Ricka. I have been so waiting for this moment, waiting to put you in your place. And Ricka,
Rika wildly, the Barker, the Bazaar, under the big top, under the bright lights. You're a lonely man.
And you're alone. You can't find your way out of the trap that I have laid you in. Because magic is a powerful weapon when you look up to me. Look around, Rika. Look at the magic. Look at the feelings that you feel in your gut, and you know that I surpass everything you have done. You're not the clown prince of crime. You're just a hobo, homeless man that has no home, that has no spotlight, and you're using me to try and reclaim it. But tonight is the night that the Master of Illusion gets his due. You called me a second-rate Rika, but that is not true because I can do magic way fucking better than you ever will. I win. Checkmate. Because under my bright lights, Rika fades away.
Master of Illusions. You see, there's a lot to this game that you aren't aware of. There's many moves that need to be made for you to conquer the Barker of the Bazaar. And every time you look in the mirror and you think you have what it takes to succeed inside the promo game, I want you to go back and watch every one of your past promos and really think about your career and where it's headed. You can talk yourself up. You can try to point yourself in the right direction. But I promise, when it all boils down to it, there's nothing that you can say that will make you any more relevant than this match makes you now, just because you've got in the way of the Barker of the Bazaar by tying me with points. You think that's all it's gonna take to succeed in the asylum? Well, I've got news for you. The only place that your destiny ultimately is going to carry you is into this jar to set on the shelf where many promo artists like yourself have set before. So think about what you're doing. Prove to the promo world that you deserve to stand on the mountaintop. 'Cause there's nothing that you've said to me, nothing that you've shown so far that proves to anyone that you deserve to hold any kind of championship, especially the first ever Asylum Promo Federation World Heavyweight Championship. I am the one that is going to sit on top of the mountain looking down at the ones like you that think they deserve to be where I am. I've sat up here once before, and I promise the seat is still warm where I'm gonna continue to stay. 'Cause beyond the big top, The carnival awaits.
Wow. That. Look at that standing ovation from the Purge, who is the opponent of one of these guys right here. I mean, Ricka Wildly and Master of Illusions could cross that. I can't even talk. Master of Illusions and Ricka Wildly could possibly be a rivalry / match of the year candidate for APF. I mean, look at the match. Every time they come on screen, they bring magic. And what Master of Illusions brought, like, that was completely something different and something truly what an illusionist like himself can bring to the screen. But then Ricka, we see Ricka with the essence of Master of Illusions in the jar, and he's not wearing the mask. I mean, whew, that was a tough one right there. And like I said, the judges went back and forth. Purge, who do you want to face after seeing that match?
I'm simply speechless about this match. This was when you watch David Copperfield to do a magic show and you sitting in front of the first row there. This is like Siegfried and Roy combined with David Copperfield. Who do I think is gonna win? Oh, I'm glad that I'm not a judge. I'm gonna leave this up to you, Dusty. Read the results.
All right, so I do have the results, and usually after each show, I go and do the breakdown of the opening, the character, the finish, the flow. But this time, I just got the total scores from all three judges, and then I'll tell you, speed things up. So, judge number one, the total score, I'm not going through the whole list, for Ricka is, let me see, it's kind of dark. Total score for Ricka from judge number one is 82 points.
Ooh.
Judge number one awards Master of Illusion a total scoring of 94 points.
Oh. That's one for Master of Illusions.
Judge number two, total score, Ricka Wildly, 90 points. And Master of Illusions, 87 points.
1 for 1.
And judge number three, Ricka Wildly, a total of 84 points, with Master of Illusions with a total of 88 points.
Oh!
Making the winner, Master of Illusions, 269 total points to 256. Which, I mean, it's not a 1 point match, but it's still pretty damn close. And they made the judges watch this match 6 or 7 times a piece. I mean, when you bring a match like that and the judge has to watch it that many times before they can even score the match because they can't decide how they want to score it, you've done your job. So with that being said, unfortunately, it's the end of the line inside the APF tournament for Ricka Wildly, but Master of Illusions lives to fight another day, and he lives to fight you, Purge, at Lockdown next Tuesday. So y'all got to prepare for this match because y'all only got 2 more days and the promos are due. But I believe in you, Purge, because you've shown you have what it takes to get the job done. And now that you know who the opponent is, you could prepare, you could get ready for him, and then Master of Illusions is going to bring you something truly special, as you can see. So I know, Purge, you will bring something as well. This won't be an easy match because the Purge is still standing.
Yes. I'm going to give my comments on this match here. This was truly magnificent. Again, I already told that how does it for me to be here. And for me to stand up and doing a standing ovation took me this match. And please take notes from that match, take it to all of the future promo artists, to all of the next. Can I say shit? Yeah, next shit superstar, next shit superstars out there. Maybe the future. Maybe someone who's starting this, who wants to start this. Take notes from these two gentlemen, because this is promo wrestling, not anything else. This is promo wrestling. And I know I hate to take my notes myself here, but I sure as hell am I ready for this. I might to go through a illusion, but I went already to hell. So next week at Lockdown, Master of Illusions, I'm gonna drag you with me into the hell of an illusion.
That is going to be a good match. Speaking of Lockdown, this coming Tuesday, let's go over some of these matches I have on here. I think I only got 4 tournament matches scheduled. So we got the first, let's see, elimination match, which is Sierra Montgomery taking on Sergeant Chaos. One of those.
This is gonna be interesting here, definitely.
Two opponents that I believe have never faced off, and then we've got a lot of those matches that happen in the tournament. But after Lockdown, one will be eliminated, and then we got another elimination redemption match, which will be yourself against, as we just found out, Master of Illusions. So after it's all said and done, one of y'all will be walking away from the tournament, but hopefully not from the APF, because this should be motivation to make everyone, even if they're knocked out tournament, this should be your motivation to stay right here in the APF and play.
Trust me, Mr. CEO. I'm gonna be a pain in your ass for a long, long time.
And then we've got our regular bracket matches. These matches are against the guys that have not lost a match yet. So we got Little Sweet taking on Elijah McFly.
Ooh. Oh, damn! A veteran versus a new guy. That's how I like it.
Yeah. And after that's done, unfortunately, one of those guys will be down into the redemption bracket. Then you got Vagabond taking on Hollywood Haywood.
I saw this match at Champion Showcase and I was rooting for a rematch here. Hell, I even come to CEO Justin Smith and make like, can you please make this as a rematch here? Please, please, please. And finally, after, I do believe 3 months, we're going to get this rematch. I cannot wait for this.
It's going to be a good match. I spoke to Hollywood Haywood, and he's like, this is the 3rd time he's had to face Vagabond within a few months. So hopefully they still got some material for each other. But I have faith in them, because that is going to be probably the main event match, I believe. Now, with that being said, I'm going to show this off because this is what it's about right here. We might try to get this tournament sped up a bit. So what that means, instead of doing a lockdown once a month, I might have to make it a weekly lockdown to get to the end of Summer Massacre so we can crown a champion. So after tonight's lockdown, or not tonight's, next Tuesday's lockdown, I will be getting a card out, and we're going to have a lockdown every week until the end of August, when the end of Summer Massacre, huge. This is our big pay-per-view. This is going to be APS. Like, if we're around next year, this is going to be our 1 year. This will be our show to celebrate. It's going to be the big one. So we want to try to crown our champion by that. So that means we're going to speed up the tournament into overdrive. We're going to run a lockdown and try to get some of these guys eliminated so we can get this the finals to take place. So with that being said, also your owner, APF CEO Dusty D. Paul, is starting a job soon. He is still going to be running APF, but what that means is he's going to be looking for a helper. We've got GM Edward Lindsay, of course. He's still a part of APF, but I told Ed to focus on his health because, you know, he's strong, and every show that we do is dedicated to him because he's still in the hospital, and I want him to focus on his health. I told him, don't worry that you will not have your spot here in APF taken away. You are still the GM, and once you get your health better, then you can focus on running these shows. So with that being said, with me starting a job, I'm going to need a new GM, so to speak, but I'm searching for a new GM.
You're looking at me. You're looking at me, Dusty. You're looking directly at me. What the hell?
I'm needing somebody that knows how to run StreamYard because that's how our show's going to be ran. So I'll be taking applications. If you want to apply, Purge, you can apply. I will be looking for someone that is fluent in running the StreamYard because I'm not wanting the shows ran like posted on the page. I like this format. You got the people in the comments. So I want a general manager that has no problem working StreamYard and can handle it. So we will be taking applications for that because, like I said, I'll be starting a job Monday, and I'm still going to be here to run shows, but I'm going to need help when it comes to putting stuff together and all that. So APF is hiring, so to speak.
I can see the post. APF is hiring you with the one American dude pointing at you.
But with that being said, we don't have any more guests backstage. Next week, I hope we'll have Jordan Drake back. If we could figure out where Lulu's stuck in before Lulu got locked away. And then we want to go back to the normal format where you sign up to be a guest by Wednesday, so we know who's going to be on the show, what time they're going to be on. So if someone's not in the backstage area for like an hour waiting to go on, so we'll tell them, hey, you're going to be the third person on, stuff like that, so we can plan it. But, ladies and gentlemen, just to recap, Lulu versus Rob, $14.95. You decide the winners because the poll will be up on the page for that match. But Rico Wildly versus Master of Illusions winner,
Master of Illusions
to 256 is the Master of Illusions. So we will see you this Tuesday at Lockdown for another round of the APF tournament. Y'all all have a great night, and thank you, Purge, for co-hosting yet again.
No problem. And don't forget to embrace the vision.
That is right. Good night, ladies and gentlemen.